Dixie National Forest officials are warning snowmobilers and cross-country skiers of a logging project in Midway Valley along Highway 14. The project will be part of the Midway Face Scenic Enhancement Project. Here with us is Randy Davis, a timber sale administrator involved with the project. There was sent out a warning to snowmobilers and cross-country skiers. What's the danger, and how is it going to affect them in the Midway Valley?
Most of the stuff that's going on is going on in the far east side of Midway Valley, which shouldn't impede the snowmobilers or the cross-country skiers that much. The reason we're just warning people is that just to let them know that there's going to be activity down there, heavy equipment. There's going to be a snow road that's peeled off Highway 14 that goes in the east end of that area. So we have snow fence up there and some warning signs so people know it's there, but it's just more of a safety issue so the public understands if there's something going on there and they can be a little bit aware of what the activities are as they get down on that end.
Where is Midway Valley, and where will the project be happening there?
Midway Valley is on Highway 14, just at the top of Cedar Canyon. Just as you break over the top, there's the Bristol Cone Pine Trail. From about that point to probably 2 miles past where you turn off to go to Cedar Breaks, on the south side of the highway, all of that stuff is considered Midway Valley down through there. So, and we're on the far east end of that. So we're on the far, like I say, that other side of the valley. So it's kind of a little ways away from where you turn off to go to Cedar Breaks. But anyway, that's all considered Midway Valley down through there.
And you mentioned a snow road. What exactly is a snow road?
What they do is, right now there's probably 4 to 5 feet of snow there. They're going to remove enough snow so they can get a log truck in there, and some of their heavy equipment, they'll move the snow out. What they do is they'll actually plow the snow out with a cat. They'll let it freeze a couple of nights, and then they'll cover it back over with about a foot of snow. So the log trucks and the skidders and everything are all operating on top of snow, which is, really, this is the best time of year to do logging because environmentally, the damage to the resources is so much less doing it on top of snow than it is in normal time. So that's really a good time of year to do it. It's hard on the equipment, it's hard on the loggers, but they're willing to do it this time of year, so we're going to give it a try.
Now, the goal of the project is to remove the standing dead spruce. Now, what's the ending goal of this? Why are they removing the dead spruce?
Well, as you know, if you've ever been up on Cedar Mountain, in about 1993, 1994, we had a beetle epidemic that started all over on top of Cedar Mountain, and this is part of that epidemic. It killed basically, I'd say probably 95% of the spruce trees. So what we're trying to do, and especially along that highway, that scenic corridor, is get rid of all the dead trees. We'll come in there a little later, we'll pile the slash and the debris after they remove the logs. They'll do some burning in there, and then next year we'll go in and replant Engelmann spruce back in there to try to get it coming back. Also part of that thing is there's going to be some aspen stands that are rejuvenated with the project. So yeah, you won't see a lot of improvement for probably 5 or 10 years, but it should make a lot of difference after the spruce starts to go and that aspen starts coming back. I think it'll look a lot better up there.
What's the timeline of the project you're working on now?
They've done half of it already. It was the contract went for 4 years. They're in the middle of that 4-year period. They'll probably start now with this logging. It's going to be a slow process because of the snow. And it will probably go, I'm guessing, through midsummer. If they continue logging, they'll probably have it all completed by midsummer.
What is the timeline for the entire Midway Face Scenic Enhancement Project?
It entails, if I remember right, about 3 sales. So there's probably going to be another probably 4 to 5 years.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Randy. And reporting with Utah Public Radio, this is Jesse Dredge.